Would you actually believe me if I told you that heaven and hell are not real places, but actually a state of mind? Let's explore these concepts together.
The Bible is a figuratively written book. The reason why I say this is because it uses metaphorical language, parables, symbolic imagery, which is not conveying a literal meaning but deeper moral, philosophical, or spiritual truths. I will give you many examples of why this is the case. Please note that this is my opinion and I'm not saying it is a fact. In this first point of mine, I'm going to have other sub-points. So the first one is heaven and hell. Number one, I don't think that heaven and hell are tangible, real places, but they are a reflection of our mind. Picture heaven as a feeling of peace and happiness when you do something right, and then picture hell as guilt or all the other negative emotions. This is why throughout history people have used the two words, this must be heaven if they are enjoying bliss or joy, and people say this must be hell if they are suffering. So more of a reflection of your inner state, not a physical place that you can touch and experience with wings and clouds and whatnot. So the second point on heaven, the sub point, is that it's a reward and punishment system. The Bible normally speaks of morals through parables. I would like to believe that heaven is the reward when you do something good. So this point is linked to my first one. And then hell is the punishment for your wrongdoing. My second main point is the use of parables. If you look at Luke 10 verse 25 up until 37, it teaches moral lessons and morality rather than to recount historical events. This is why the Bible and science mostly clash. If you want to watch my video on how I speak of the connection between science and religion, just say that in the comment section. But back to my point, the Bible does not recount historical events. They teach morality through stories and poetic imagery, which leads on to my third main point, prophetic visions. If you read the book of Revelations, they describe the 4 horsemen of apocalypse or something like that. This is not to be taken literally about 4 horsemen. Even the coming of the Antichrist and whatnot, it's not literal. Even if you look at the description of the angels, such cannot exist in real life. It doesn't make sense. So the 4 horsemen of apocalypse, they represent conquest, war, famine, and other things. My fifth point, which ties back to the fourth one, is the story of Jonah and the whale. A man was not in a fish literally. It speaks about a person running away from responsibility. That's my interpretation of it. If you think otherwise, let me know in the comment section. As evidence to why I don't think it is literal but figurative is through Jesus himself, the Messiah. He said, I am the bread of life. He doesn't mean that literally as in his dough, flour mix, but he is saying, I will provide spiritual sustenance, spiritual food to my followers. Another point which he made through one of the verses, he said that I am the vine and you are the branches, speaking about the connection between him and his followers. So it's not meant to be taken literally. The last extra point that I will give to my viewers is the use of the words the light and darkness. They do not mean this literally. It's only the connotations. The Bible uses a lot of poetic language, rich poetic language. I am the light, meaning I am the way. Then darkness is described as evil and whatnot. This is not to be taken literally.